Welcome back to the Projector movement, the place where projectors come and learn and grow and embody their projector essence and energy. Because we grew up in a world, and we are still in a world, that doesn't fully understand, doesn't fully see the gifts and the quality of what our projector essence can bring and what your projector essence can offer to the world. And in this video, I want to talk about specifically the importance and almost like the non-negotiable to focus day to day on your energy and know that rest is needs to be an absolute priority for you in your process to embody your truth, as well as your journey on this deconditioning process. So what does rest mean to me? There's a difference between rest and relaxation, and if we want to move more into relaxation. Rest is the physical space that I can give myself, that I can lie on the couch, that I can lie on the ground, that I can lie in my bed. I can rest by going on a slow walk. It's like carving out physical time, giving myself that rest. Relaxation takes it to a whole nother level. If I'm creating relaxation in my body, this is not only resting my physical body, it's resting my mind, my emotional body, and my spirit as well. So for me, that could be lying down on the ground on a yoga mat and slowing down my breathing. And when I start to drop into the parasympathetic nervous system, I start to drop into relaxation. I start to yawn. Water or tears start coming out my eyes. It's like this pressure that can get absorbed and amplified through the sacral center, through our open sacral center, that 70% of the population has, and we feel that, we amplify that energy. This is the strongest motor out of the 9 centers. There's 4 motor centers in the body graph. The motor centers are the sacral center, the root center, the heart or ego center, as well as the solar plexus center. So you can check your own chart and see, how much energy do I innately have. Now we can receive energy from nature, we can receive energy from good relationships, friendships, from presence, from doing things that we're inspired and joyful, and healthy food, water, all these things as well. But this is like what we're born with. This is our innate ability to create energy from within. And the sacral center, which generators or manifesting generators have, is the most powerful energetic center. Projectors, we don't have that. So you can imagine like the Titanic, for example. Titanic, the big ship that ended up sinking. But it's like, if you remember when the movie, or it would go down to the bottom deck, and there would be all these people with a lot of energy burning coal. They'd be throwing on coal, and it was very like intense and masculine and generating energy. This was generating the energy for the Titanic to move forward. This is like the motor centers. How much coal do you have every day to put on and burn and create energy? The sacral center is the most potent and powerful. So projectors, as we go throughout each and every day, we don't have this, yet we have it open, so we're absorbing it. So sometimes we can feel, or a lot of times if we're deconditioned, we feel like we have energy. We actually burn ourselves out. It's not sustainable. It's not your energy. So it's good in short spurts. It's good to be able to be focused, efficient, feel that energy, do things. But if you don't have the ability and the awareness to stop, to pause before the burnout, before the sickness, before the illness, and this is something that I got sick early because no one told me about human design, no one told me I was a projector. I was trying to do exactly the same as everyone else. I got burnt out. I got allergies, I got monoglandular fever, borderline chronic fatigue, sleeping 12 hours a day. or at night, sleeping 1 or 2 hours every day, I was really, really burnt out, which made me or had me really look at my diet, at my environment, at my relationships, at my thoughts, at my emotions, to have it become very efficient, because it's like, wow, I don't have as much as everyone else. I have to be really efficient with how and when I use this energy. So when we choose to rest or relax, what is actually happening in our being, or in our body, or in our energy system, in our nervous system? We get to release that build-up of tension, that build-up of energy. Now, it's like a fizzy drink, shaking a soda, a Coca-Cola or something, and then unscrewing the lid, and it's like, and it's like releasing the tension, releasing the pressure. This is what we can do. If we don't do that, then what ends up happening is people will suppress this tension, suppress this overwhelm by alcohol. Alcohol is one of the biggest ones. If there's overwhelming stress and tension in the body, you'll be drawn to alcohol to relieve that stress and tension. There's alcohol, there's anti-anxiety, anti-depression, there's medication, there's keeping yourself busy, there's overstimulating yourself with social media and these things to just distract yourself from the complete overwhelm and intensity within your system. If you can become conscious and actually take responsibility, the ability to respond and move into, oh, okay, I actually am going to rest. I'm actually going to relax. You start to consciously and responsibly diffuse that energy, start dropping back into yourself in a healthy way. Now, start to notice how do you know when you're overwhelmed? How do you know when there's this energy that's built up? Everyone's going to be different. But you can even put a comment below, because I think people will be interested to know, how does everyone know? Like, how do I know if I need to rest or if I need to relax? For me, it was more obvious before, but because I've done a lot of work on this, it's less and less amplified. But I would get pain in my neck. So that would be one thing. I'd really start to get tension in my neck. And this was one that I'd be putting myself under stress and tension too much, and I had to stop. I'd get pain in my shoulders. Another one is I physically just feel tired. It's like, oh, I notice I feel tired. Now, a lot of people don't even have the ability during the day to know if they're tired, because they're running off caffeine, they're running off sugar, they're running off chocolate, they're running off medication, whatever it is, stimulants. They're not even aware of, wow, I'm just tired. I'm really just tired and I need to rest, I need to relax. So that's another one that I would notice. Another one would be, my eyes might start to get tired. My thoughts might start to work way too much, and it's like what do people say, like a duck, and that the legs are spinning underneath the water, but the duck's very calm on top. It's like, no, I'm chill, but underneath the thoughts are like, and it's all happening. This is a perfect time to go, okay, I actually need to diffuse this energetic thought patterns that are happening. There's too much going on there. So start to notice what in you are signals and signs for you needing to relax, needing to rest. It's very important. Then if you can give yourself what you need as a projector, huge part of the deconditioning process. So I really invite you to start to take some deep breaths, listen to your energetic system, listen to your sensitivity, it will tell you. But if you're already conditioned a lot and you're running off these stimulants and, this belief pattern that I need to keep going, I need to survive, that's okay. But can you give yourself 5 minutes, 2 or 3 times a day, just to pause, to stop? This will start breaking that pattern, that conditioned pattern that we have to go, we have to take action. For us to survive, we need to be in action. This is the conditioned pattern of the sacral center. Not knowing when enough is actually enough. This video was inspired because of yesterday. I actually slept for an hour during the day and it was so nourishing, and I was just out and I could track my feelings before, like 20 minutes before. I was like, wow, I'm actually really tired. I'm quite sleepy. It was maybe 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and I took myself for a sleep. And I woke up and I just felt so good and thankful that I had the opportunity just to have that rest, that relaxation, because it did absolute wonders for my system. Also, at the moment, with the world going through so much intensity, energetically purging so much, like scorpionic energy, lots of shadow coming up to the surface. Projectors are very aurically sensitive, and we need to be aware of this, and we'll need extra rest, extra time during these time periods to really take yourself into nature for an hour. For one day, go technology free. If you want to add to your comment below, like one commitment that you're going to really put yourself first and put this relaxation and rest at the forefront, because we're going through so much and we can really get overwhelmed because we don't have that often energetic resilience that generators have, or even manifestors potentially have. We need to consciously take responsibility and give ourselves that rest and relaxation. So that's really, really important moving forward, and just moving into the next day and the next day, because a lot is happening in this world, and it will continue to intensify over the next 6 months, 1 year. There's a lot to come, I imagine. So therefore, we want to really take care of ourselves during this time. A couple of final things before going to bed. It is good if you get into bed earlier before you're tired. So if you go to sleep at 10 o'clock, hop into bed around 9:30, read a little bit, start dimming the lights, use blue blocking sunglasses. I'm not sure if I've got mine here, but you can get blue blocking sunglasses. You can get the clear lensed ones, which are more daytime, or you can get the orange lenses, which really take out all blue light, which takes out the sort of rapid frequency of light, so the brain and the body can start settling in the parasympathetic nervous system. And you can put them on at 8 o'clock at night or something, just to start to relax down into your parasympathetic nervous system, so you can get a deeper, more restful sleep, because we really need to make the most of that sleep each and every day as projectors. That's our time to do really deep healing, deep work, and for our energy systems to come back into alignment so we can meet the next day with enough energy. And lastly, we want to move from human doing to human beings. So a lot of projectors are conditioned that we get our value from what we do. Our value comes from who we are, our beingness, our essence, our presence. And when you can really drop into that is your inherent value, just as you are, your presence, your clarity, your groundedness, your witnessing, your listening, more than the doing, then this will hopefully give you a lot of softening within your spirit, within your being. Beautiful. Well, that is the end. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to ask a question or a comment below. I'll read every one and get back to you as well. And also there's, on the Projector Movement website, there is lots of offerings that can take your deconditioning process as a projector a lot deeper. And I also have a free webinar, and the link is below as well. Until next time, have a beautiful journey, and bye for now.